All right. What's up, YouTube? Um, I'm back. I know it's been a few days. Apologize for that. Had kind of just a long, very busy weekend. Um, Friday night I was recording a guest spot on a podcast. Saturday night was D&D. Sunday night was recording my podcast. It was a lot. It was a lot going on, and I didn't have the spoons or the time to process it all. So I didn't make a video, even though I probably should have, because it would have helped me process everything better. And I know it's late today, but I did want to get a video out because, again, I know it had been a few days, and I had a really good day today. And I know I've had some videos in the past where I had some shitty days, and I talked my way through them. So I figured it would be good to show that I do actually have good days. Today was a very productive day. I did a good workout. I'm starting a new workout program. I think I mentioned last week that Kat is doing a beach body workout. So she's doing the, what's it called? The Transform 20. That's what it is. The Transform 20 workout. So I tried it for a couple of days. It's not really for me. So today I started P90X3, 30 minutes a day. And I figured 30 minutes a day is something that I like, is going to be better for me than 20 minutes a day of something that I really don't. So it's not high intensity interval. There's a little more weight training and such, but I dig it. So it's going to be something that I stick with for the next 3 months. And so I'm looking forward to that. And we'll see how that goes. And then today, work-wise, was very, very productive. Had 2 really good meetings. And it was nice to have my input appreciated and acknowledged and sort of addressed in a way that they could tell that I know what I was talking about, and I'm coming at this stuff from the perspective of, this is what we need to do because this is why I have the job that I have, so that I can figure out the things that you don't, because I work with a lot of engineers, and I love engineers, and I kind of have an engineer mindset myself in some ways, because it's very results oriented and very focused on the end game. But there are things that engineers can miss if you're just looking at a project from a particular mindset. And so for me to be able to say, I'm going to put on this other hat and not look at it as a purely analytical, but look at it more of the ripple effect of some of the effects that this project is going to have on people, and how we want to phrase things. That was the other big thing, is Archer. Are we not doing phrasing anymore? So, and then the other meeting was good because I was able to advocate on behalf of minority communities and folks that don't speak English as a first language, and say, listen, they have just as much right to have an input in this process as English speakers do. And so how can we cater parts of this project to ensure that their input is received, and that they have input. That's another big part of my job, is looking at the parts of the community that are going to be impacted by these projects, and making sure that we're not just saying, well, we're just going to do this road project and we're going to resurface, and that's all going to be well and good. And it is a net benefit to the community, but we do need that feedback from them. And it's not just about putting stuff out there and saying, okay, answer these questions, because not everybody speaks English. And in this particular area, there's a heavy Korean population. And I know a lot of times I deal with areas where it's English and Spanish, but here there's 5% Latino population, but half of the percentage, 50% of this particular community speaks Korean at home. So we have to cater to them, not just the English-speaking population. So, and then it's about finding out, well, which dialect of Korean do they speak? What's the majority? What's the majority Korean population speak in this area, and how do we focus on them? So making sure that the notices are translated in the proper dialect, make sure that the website for the project is translated in the proper dialect. And so all of these things, and I was actually getting like, I don't want to say pushback from the consultant, but they were like, "Whoa, we've never really had to do this before. And, why don't you just talk to the town and find out if the town has a translator?" I was like, because it doesn't matter whether or not the town has a translator. This is what we have to do. This is a federally funded project. We have certain requirements that we have to meet under Title VI of the Civil Rights Act. And I know I'm boring you with some of the technical aspects of my job, but my responsibility as part of my job is making sure that these folks have input in the process, and that just because they may not speak English as a first language doesn't mean that we say, okay, well, whatever. Like, no, their input is just as valid. And so I was very proud that I was able to have that kind of positive impact. And like I said, the exercise went well, and the job went well, and I'm editing the episode that we recorded last night. Doc and I think, put together a great episode. It's our season finale, so to speak. So it's a really good episode on Luke Cage. So there's good stuff there. We're going to have a guest voice from Dave from the Perfect Package podcast, because I am not about to do vocal blackface and play a black man. I was like, nope, not going to do that. You'll hear some of it in the bloopers, and if you watch the live stream, there's some stuff that will probably get us canceled. But it was, it was a lot of fun, and just a good overall episode. Ran a little longer than I thought it would, but it's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So like I said, it was a good day, and so I'm going to go to bed tonight feeling accomplished and hopefully well rested. Hopefully my son helps with that, because this weekend, there was another thing for this weekend that he didn't have the greatest sleeping night, and so yesterday his sleep schedule was like all thrown off, and it just made the rest of us, I don't want to say miserable, but it was like, well, okay, he's tired, but he doesn't want to go to sleep, and it's a whole thing. So it's the joys of parenting, with or without depression. I know I'm going to do another video on parenting with depression at some point. Hopefully I'll have some time tomorrow to shoot some stuff, but we'll see how it goes. But in the meantime, today was a good day, and I'm grateful for it, and I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. So I'm going to get back to editing, so that I can try and bang that out for our patrons, and enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll see how tomorrow goes. In the meantime, as I always say, take care of yourself and take care of each other.